Hello to those listening. This is an orator here with the freest of speech. And today, I would like to talk about robots overtaking humanity in the job market. Now, I'm pretty sure you've probably heard people say things like this before that robots are going to come and take all the jobs away from people or things of that nature. And I'm going to say, I'm pretty sure that's probably not going to happen. And I'm going to give you my reason why. Now, as usual, links will be in the description below if you want to check out the things I'm looking up. But I want to go to the dictionary, Merriam-Webster's, and I want to start with a word. And that word is efficiency. And that word is defined as the ability to do something or produce something without wasting materials, time, or energy. The quality or degree of being efficient, technical. Full definition: 1. The quality or degree of being efficient. 2A. Efficient operation. 2B. Efficient operation as measured by a comparison of production with cost, as in energy, time, or money, to the ratio of useful energy delivered by a dramatic dynamic system to the energy supplied to it. Okay, now what I'm going to go to next is the Wikipedia article about the Da Vinci surgical system. Now, it's a pretty interesting thing if it for the data it has here, but what I really want to focus on is the cost. Now, in this article, it says the SI version of the system costs on average slightly above in the US $2 million, in addition to several $100,000 of annual maintenance fees. And this is where I'm going to begin my reasoning for why I'm saying that robots wouldn't overtake humans in the job market. Now, I'm going to use miners. I'm going to use this system as a base. Now, the surgical robots are going to be a lot more expensive, since the fact that it's more precision placed into it. And it's, I would say, not as efficient. So I'm saying maybe a decade or two down the line where these things become more cost effective, so it won't cost maybe $2 million, right? So let's put it in the service industry. I'm going to use miners. Now, your miner on average makes between 31,018 and through 88,566. This is what a huge will pay for a human. I'm going to take the maximum, the 88,000. Now, this is like a so using the Da Vinci system, which is a surgical robot, meaning that a mining robot would have to have a certain amount of precision itself. So I'm also putting this couple decades in the future where it'll be more cost efficient. So let's just say a single mining robot may cost you $100,000, right? So you may say, well, it's a little bit more expensive than a human, but the mining robot doesn't sleep, it doesn't eat, and it doesn't have to rest. So you may say, well, that means you can run them 24/7. But then we come into that maintenance fee, because the mining robots will still have to be charged, which costs energy. They will still need probably software updates and general repairs. And you see, that's where the money truly comes in when you're talking about machines. It comes not in the initial buy, because the initial buy will be big, but it comes in the maintenance. See, the 88,000 we're talking about with the miners, that's it. You don't really have to go any higher. You're pretty much right there and you can stop. But the maintenance costs for the machines will still go up. Even if you take 40 individual people, and at this 88,000, you're going to come up with around 3,543,640. per year that you have to pay out for these miners. Now, with the machines, you not only have to pay the initial cost, which will be more than the miners, you also have to pay for maintenance fees. And let's just say maintenance fees are around 10,000 per year per unit. So if you have a mining force of maybe just say 60, because 30 in, 30 out, 30 recharging. So you're looking at 10,000 a piece, 600,000 per year in maintenance costs. This hasn't I haven't even included things like software updates, replacements, and things of that nature. You see, it's more cost efficient to use humans than it is to use machines in these cases, and that's how it is, and that's how it will be for a lot of things. Thing is, robots will never become as efficient cost wise than humans are, because, well, truth, when you get down to it, people don't really care that much about other people. And when you really think about it, it kind of makes a lot of sense. We instinctively are selfish. I mean, who has ever had to teach a child to be selfish? We have to teach children to share. It's that inherent self-interest that we have for ourselves that pretty much allows us to just pretty much sweep under the rug what happened to other people. Now I know you may be listening to this and saying that, wait a minute, I do care about other people, but the thing is, you care about the people around you. You don't really care about people you've never met before. I mean, a person dies every second of every day. The last sentence I just said, statistically speaking, around what, 4 or 5 people die, because it took me 5 seconds to say. You don't care about the 4 or 5 people who just died unless they're personally connected to you. You don't really care about the men and women who go out there and sacrifice their lives to bring us the goddamn iPhone. Because if people truly cared, then people wouldn't buy it. It is a well known fact that factories in China have to put freaking cargo nets on the top of their roofs to keep people from jumping off. They pretty much live in a in slavery type work system to produce these cheap things that we, especially in Western cultures, use. If we truly cared that much about these people, we wouldn't buy these products. But we buy these products, proving we don't care about these people. Same principle with machines. Machines will never overtake people, and especially in specific jobs, because human lives are more cost efficient and people really don't care that much as long as they get what they want. Now, this doesn't make us bad because we behave this way. It's instinctual. It is to truly only care about the things around us because those are the things that affect us. Because if we truly gave a fuck about all these other things, we wouldn't be able to eat meat because the animals are mistreated. We wouldn't buy clothes because they're produced by slave labor. We wouldn't be able to use the roads because there's thousands of people throughout time have died building these roads, mining quarries. No, the system that we live in today was built mostly on the blood, sweat, and tears of men, and lots of men sacrificed their lives to make it happen. So, taking that to consideration and when putting it to the robot thing, robots wouldn't overtake humans because, again, it's about efficiency. Humans don't really care that much about other humans unless they're personally attached to them. Humans are more cost efficient, just period. Because at the end of the day, it's a heck of a lot easier to get another person to walk into a mine than it is to have another robot built to take your damaged one's place. This was an orator here with the freest of speech. Thanks for listening.